I'm live. Welcome everybody to my very first live stream. So if anybody shows up, most likely I'll be just looking back over this sometime in the future and saying, hey, that was my first live stream. So welcome. In this stream, we're going to be basically creating a piece of art from start to finish. We're going to put a time clock of roughly an hour on the clock. See how long it takes us from first pencil sketch to a final product. So just kind of a speed painting to kind of warm up and get our day started. Push concepts and just be real gestural with it. So yeah, that is the intention of this live stream. So if it's something you sound like you're interested in, think about subscribing to the channel and giving me a follow. We're going to be posting almost daily. So I will be working on trying to figure out exactly what time to post. So the first week or so is going to be a bit experimental on time frames. I'll be jumping around a little bit. So let me down in the comments below if this particular time that you like to see these streams go live. Are mornings better for you, or would you rather have me launch them in the afternoons? I'd love to hear your opinions. Remember, I am in Kansas City, so I'll be Central Time. So whatever, let me know what region you're in, so I can kind of, if you say, hey, 10 o'clock, I like 10 o'clock. Well, let me know, is it Pacific Central, or is it Eastern, or where are you at? So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to get some input on that. For those of you who don't know, I'm Michael Smell, aka the Stinky Robot. I do paint robots and animals, and that is what I do. Well, sorry, a little bit nervous here on my first live stream, so I'm going to be a little bit of hiccups. It'll be interesting to see exactly how I progress from my first ever live stream to maybe my 100th live stream. So that would be quite interesting, right? So let me know you're interested in it. Let me know you found this video. Hit the thumbs up. If you found this video, do that. Hit that thumbs up for me. Let me know, hey, I stopped by. I showed up. So we'll be short and sweet today. We're just going to jump right in, and I'm going to start working. Let's see. All right. So I probably won't do a whole lot of talking while I'm working, but you guys are welcome to talk amongst yourselves or grab a pencil and join along. I'd love to eventually build a little bit of a following who jumps on here with me daily and it creates a new work of art with me. I think it'd be a lot of fun to get a little collection of artists together in the mornings or in the evenings. Like I said, if you saw the channel name Stinky Robot, you're going to notice that yes, I do draw a lot of robots. We're going to stay nice and loose and gestural because we're just trying to get a quick concept piece out in about an hour's time. So that doesn't give us a whole lot of time to doodle. Let's see. We're just going to kind of jump in and just build. So I'm just going to stay nice and loose. What do you think? Some almond-shaped eyes, or? Make sure you get more round. Just because some good old-fashioned ovals. Again, I'm not going to concentrate too much here on making them perfect. These are just kind of a conceptual. Let's get conceptual drawings. You get an idea out quickly, and you know, some of the ideas will work, some of them will fail. Some of my drawings will be just awesome, and other ones will probably be a little lackluster. But so is the nature of the beast. These are concept drawings. Though I'm trying to make them more finished works of art, they are still nonetheless, they're conceptual. Yeah, let's give them a little bit of the mouth, like not such a mouth, but more of a panel that looks like a mouth. Something I kind of like to do. I did one called Rusty's Robots, or Rusty's Pigeons, my bad. That was a fun little painting I did. Video up my channel if it's something you guys want to go in and watch. Besides doing these live streams, I do record myself doing larger, bigger bodies of work. So you can watch the process of me actually creating a painting from start to finish. Got several of those up on my channel already. If it's something you're interested in and going and checking out. So we're about, what, 5 minutes in? So we're going to spend about the first 10 minutes or so just kind of penciling in our little bot here. And if you decide to eventually join me in the morning, or join me when I go live, and you want to draw along with, understand there's absolutely no reason that you have to draw robots. You can draw whatever it is that you love to draw or paint. I'm going to be working primarily in inks today. I'll be using FW acrylic inks as well as my micron pens. But you're welcome to use chalk, pastels, graphite, you know, just number 2, good old-fashioned number 2, which is what I'm drawing with right now. Just a good old-fashioned number 2 with a chewed-up eraser. Nothing better for blocking in your work than just a good old-fashioned number 2, in my opinion. Let's see, should we give the neck a little bit of detail? We'll flare it out a little bit. Let me know what you think about my setup as well. Just, like I said, this is all a learning curve. This is my first live stream, so how the cameras look, how's the lighting, how's the cameras, does the microphone sound good? You know, you're welcome to give me as much criticism as you like. I'll only get better from learning from my mistakes. So you're welcome to let me know exactly what you think. Not a lot of feelings here to get hurt. I say the first one's always the hard one, right? Once you get through that first shy phase and awkward speak, everything else starts to come together. At least that's the hope, right? That's the hope. Where we at here? About 7.5 minutes. Not too bad. So yeah, this guy's gonna be pretty simple. And some days I won't always be doing robots either. Do a lot of animals, so some days it may be a bunny, it may be a bird, it may be a squirrel. I could be drawing flowers. A lot of times you may find me working on ideas for future paintings that might be coming up. And if I got a concept that what do I want, what's it gonna look like, or so these are a lot of things you'll see kind of come up as we work. Sometimes my paintings will just be practical, and other times they'll be exploratory. Now, if I got a squirrel I need to put in a painting, there's a good chance I may do a couple squirrels over a week's period just to kind of practice and loosen up my ability to draw and paint squirrels. But dear Sona, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Now I don't erase a lot when I go in to add the water and the acrylic inks. A lot of that just get erased on its own, so I'm not too worried about being a bit messy. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. A little too messy there. I think he needs a big old hole in his head. That's kind of where I'm thinking at this point. All right, he's good and simple. Not bad start from our first stream. So now the art doesn't have to be complex, it doesn't have to be overboard. We're literally just creating something in an hour. So sometimes just keep it simple. Yeah, well, let's call him number 1 since he is the very first live stream. Let's just give him a little identification number. Why not? Okay, number 1. Hey, Jason. What's up, buddy? Now let's see, what colors are we gonna go with? We got some blues, ochre, little yellows and oranges, red earth, one of my favorite colors. And we probably need to tone it down a little bit of antelope brown. I like that color. Just kind of neutral it out. All right, some Payne's gray. Give us a good starting point. So I'm going to start off by just getting the board a little bit wet here, just so I can let the ink flow a bit. Again, this being just a really quick 1 hour piece, we're going to just be gestural and create a new piece of art in an hour, so we're not going to overthink things. At least try not to. Antelope brown's got some nice yellow tone to it as well. One of the reasons I like this color so much. Great color. Again, I'm not going to overthink it here. I'm just kind of washing in some colors. If it gets a little wet, I can always pat it dry. And let's save that. Let's bring in some orange. You know, kind of rather yellowish orange background, I think. That build up. All right, let's darken that up a bit. All right. Now let's have a little bit of fun with it, shall we? We do that. Let's bring in some of this red and just give her some polka dots. There we go. And we can always come in here and just delete a little bit here if we want. Okay. I think we need to get a little bit messy down here too. Okay. Good times. $18 minutes. Not too bad. Doing right on time. Darken it a little bit so I'm not go crazy. Okay. We can come back and add some more later. Let's dry this up just a little bit. All right. I'm thinking we need a little bit more color on the background. What do you say? Yes. Bring in some purple. That's not purple. That is. All right, we don't get too rough with the background here. And we're just going to do a quick outline right here so that I kind of have an idea where my lines are going to be when I start laying on the ink in the robot. Once again, with the time constraints, we're going to stay pretty quick, pretty gestural. We're not going to really think about straightest lines in the world and the straightest perspectives. I'm just trying to build up quick reference for the inking and the brushes. Okay, it looks like we might need to start stepping it up a little bit. Right at the halfway mark, about 30 minutes into this drawing. And we can't forget the number 1 down here. All right, so there he is. There's our little bot. Start off with a little bit of gray. Or a lot gray. Start bringing in some of these blue tones now. And I don't know if we'll use that one. Definitely needed some darker blue. And see this out here. Keep all the colors I'm using so I know what my palette looks like. Okay. Coffee time. I can kind of start by picking off where my shadow areas are really going to start falling. I'm going to get those mocked in first. I build up my mid-tones, and then I will start blocking in my darker tones and eventually leading into my highlights. So. Again, I'm not too overly concerned with being messy. Just pushing in my colors, pushing in my... just basically just working gestural. Okay. Light in there. We're gonna splash a color now. Let's bring that red back in. That red I like. Red earth. So right now it looks pretty pastel-y, but that's just fine because we're just mocking in our midtones right now. We don't necessarily want it to be too dark at this phase. It is if you're working with acrylic inks anyways. Okay. Now we're going to brighten it up a little bit. Orange, I think we're going to need to bring in a pop of red here. What do we think? Scarlet or flame red? Let's bring in the flame red, I think. A little flame on this. Alrighty then. Okay, 40 minutes. We gotta start stepping up the pace. Not that we can't go over by a few minutes, but the goal is to attempt to get it done within an hour. At least as close as possible to finish in an hour. Now let us build up and see just how much we can improve. Working just an hour each day. You really see the improvement, I think, when you jump in on a larger piece that you're going to spend several, if not hundreds of hours on. Just how much these quick little concept paintings will actually improve your daily work. Okay. All right. Bring in some Payne's gray now. We're going to start developing the outside. The shell of the robot now. Doing those metal tones, or metal-ish tones. Okay. You'll see at the very last we'll do a final outline drawing. Pen, and it really should make it pop right near the end. So stay tuned to see just how much change will happen after you get it all painted in, all your colors, and then you just do a quick outline. Amazing how much it just pops, it changes. Let's see, eye color. What color should we go for the eyes? Let's see, maybe green? Kind of play off that red a little bit. I kind of think that's where I'm heading. Okay. Bring just a little more blue into his flesh. A little more. All right. Now I think I need to go back with this red. Oh, this here. Alrighty then. Gonna run a bit long here. 48 minutes. All right, let's get a smaller brush here. right. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Now we start bringing in some of the highlights. Amazing how much difference just adding highlights can really bring to a piece. Starts coming to life. Hopefully you guys can see in the video as well as I'm seeing here. It looks like we're going to be going over. Of course, this is the first one. It's going to take me some time to get my timing down. Looks like we're probably going to end up around 1 hour and 10 minutes if I'm guessing. Hopefully you'll stick around to the end and see the final result. White. More white. All right. More coffee. gotta be careful rubbing my hands with the wet stuff. That's right. Okay. I think for next time I need to get a little bigger selection of brushes out. Kind of just grab a few brushes just to kind of work with here, and probably work with more next time. Just a few things I wish I could do that I can't with these brushes, but alright. Zoink, 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 little highlights. Oh, that's a bit much. Boy. Let's try that again, shall we? Maybe a little less ink this time. There we go, that looks better. I want a thin highlight. I don't necessarily need a raised stripe all the way down the middle. Just a little light where the light catches there. Well, there's the 1 hour mark. Oh yeah, we are officially over. Like I said, not a big deal. This challenge is to complete a work of art within an hour or so. So we'll give ourselves a little bit of a break this first time. So I did a few sample pieces, and I seem to be averaging right now about 1 hour and 14 minutes. And so we will work over time. We've got going faster and faster. But sometimes when you get down to the very final details, it's best to just take your time to get it done right. Which I know goes against everything I said earlier about being gestural and quick, but these are our final details. These are what's going to bring the piece all together. It could be the difference between a successful piece and a fail, so as long as you still keep it loose and gestural, it's not a problem. No, just don't overthink it. You know, we're moving in, we're trying to make sure it's done the way it needs to be done without overthinking it. So, yeah. Easy enough, right? And we got a glob of ink. Okay. Alrighty then, I think that's pretty much my cue to finish this up. We'll come in and probably do a little more highlights. We've got one last thing to do, and then we'll bring the whole piece together. So Ooh. Well, that was a mistake. Let's just... Alright, I'll fix that here in just a minute. Nothing a little bit of paint can't take care of. Okay. All right. A few little touch-ups, and then we can finish it up. white. Okay. See here. Alrighty then. I think that's it. One final detail. All right, well, that's it. Let's clear this up a little bit. And that is our first one. Looks like we are at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Not too bad. 1 hour and 11. And we got 4 people showed up today. That's pretty awesome. Not too bad for my very first live stream. I don't think so. So let's clean this off and see what we ended up with. Be careful pulling this tape off. I don't want to rip it. Nice and slow. All right, let's see here. Line this up. Boom. Switch this over. Well, that's it, guys. So what do you think? I think it turned out pretty awesome. Not too bad for my very first one. I'm sure they get better over time as the more I practice these pieces. I haven't really challenged myself too many times to do a whole hour drawing, so it's interesting to see how far I can get and how much detail I can get in there. Turned out pretty cool. Thanks, Jason. Alright. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, bud. Alright, do me a favor, anyone who has jumped in today, hit that like button. Let me know you showed up. If you find this video a little bit later, feel free to tear me apart in the comments and let me know how I can do things better on this video. Yeah. with practice, things will get a lot better, a lot cleaner. I'm sure that'll be the case. So, all right, guys, for today, that's it. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate everybody coming out. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, right?